If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and recommend channel if you like. If you want to support channel a bit more by those teachers I create in my case, click on those quarrel questions I post from time to time. Support the channel on Patreon, and up until the next video, have a, I don't know why they lie here, but have a metal thingy day. Good morning, fellow mathematicians, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to do something pretty cool, and most people don't even know about this, I guess. So we all know our boy, the golden ratio. I made a video on the Fibonacci sequence and how you can actually solve this recurrence relation using linear algebra. And that was pretty cool. Take a look into the description. Maybe there's a video. What we all know by now is that our golden ratio boy is nothing but 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And here is where I actually got the idea. And then I checked with Wikipedia, and this is seriously a thing. So remember when I did my Engineering 101 video, I actually had to deal with the square root of 5 right here. And I wanted to approximate it using the Taylor series for 1 plus x. And well, I got a nice idea to decompose square root 5 into nothing but, okay, we want to express it as 1 plus x, kind of. But the thing is, this Taylor series only converges for x being less than 1, less or equal to 1, meaning if we would break this up into 1 plus 4, this wouldn't be any good because 4 is technically speaking greater than 1 in the natural numbers. So yeah, this didn't hold. But in Engineering 101, I actually turned this into 4, so the square root of 4 times 1.25, okay? So this is nothing but the square root of 4 times 1.25 is nothing but 1 plus 1/4, okay? Both parts in the third right here are actually positive. We can break this up into the square root of 4, which is nothing but 2. Okay, so this is 2 times the square root of 1 plus, and 1/4 is nothing but 1 over 2 squared. Okay, 1/4 is strictly less than 1. We can actually work with this in the Taylor series, and yeah, I did it in my Engineering 101. And today we are going to go full Taylor series and actually derive an infinite series for our main spider phi right here. So this is going to be quite cool. And now let me think what the Taylor series of 1 plus x actually is. This is going to require me some thinking. Give me a second. So square root 1 plus x, you know, I'm doing all of this without any papers or stuff. So I'm coming here without my notes in university, and then I just do it. And if I don't know everything out of my head, then I don't do a video. So let's try it out. So 1 plus x, let's, okay, the first term in the Taylor series is 1. Second term, if we differentiate that, this is going to be positive, and then x over 2. I remember that we can only start at the second term. I made a video on this Taylor series actually, so take a look into the description. So then we have an infinite series running from 2 to infinity of, okay, that's obviously an alternating series. On the second term, on the second term we have to have a negative sign, so k plus 1 right here actually, over k factorial in some way. This is just how Taylor series works. Also, we had a double factorial, but we can actually express the double factorial in this case as 2k minus 3 factorial, because we can advance this by all those even terms. So this fraction, we can expand it by all those even terms. Then we are going to get a lot of 2's. Right here we are going to get 2 to the nth power. No, to the 2nth power. So overall this is 2 to the 2n minus 2 power, should be the case. And also we have those even terms giving us, it's a k, not a n, and all those terms are k minus 2 factorial, x to the kth power. And I hope this is actually correct. Okay, yeah, this is one of the Taylor series expansions you shouldn't have in your head in normal case. I'm deriving it from scratch all the time because I yeah, totally forget what it is because it just looks absolutely ridiculous. Never mind, we can work with this right here. And you see, we actually have this chunk right here. So meaning we can break this up into 1/2 plus square root of 5 over 2. Square root of 5 can be expressed like this right here, meaning overall the 1/2 and this 2 is going to cancel out, so this actually works like a charm. So the Taylor series for phi is 1/2 plus square root of 5 over 2, which is nothing but this thing right here, okay? This is what we have to derive. So we are going to plug in 1 over 2 squared into this thing right here, okay? Leaving us overall with, okay, 1 is going to stay how it is, plus this is going to give us 1 over 2 to the 3rd power, which is 1/8. And then positive sum running from k being equal to 2 to infinity of, okay, -1 to the k plus 1th power stays how it is. Okay, after that we are going to get, okay, this is basically all staying at the moment, so 2k minus 3 factorial over, and then we are going to get k factorial, k minus 2 squared, k minus 2 factorial, y squared. I was reading this right here. And then we are going to get, okay, if we plug 1 over 2 squared in, this thing right here is going to turn into 1 over 2 to the 2k power. Meaning we can actually collect this with that and going to end up with 2 to the 4k minus 2th power. Okay? 2 to the 4k minus 2th power. This is basically it already, but we can make this a bit more nicer. You see, we can actually expand those fractions right here. So expanding this is going to give us 4 over 8, 8 over 8, so that's 12 over 8, 13 over 8. That's something like 1.5, nearly, kind of. Yeah, it's a bit more than 1.5, okay, so it comes pretty close already on the first term to our main spider right here, phi. And also we are going to get, why not shift the index to 0 right here? This is what you are going to find on Wikipedia, for example. So if we shift it to 0, then what we need is basically we are going to make a new index, namely that k minus 2 is equal to n, because then if we plug for k being equal to 2 into here, n starts at 0. So that's our Taylor series, running from n being equal to 0 to infinity of, this is going to give us -1 to the n minus 1th power, which is nothing but -1 to the n plus 1th power, so it really doesn't quite matter, this doesn't change. -1 to the n plus 1th power. Then right here we are going to get, okay, k is nothing but n plus 2. Meaning this is going to give us definitely 2n. 2n and then plus 4 minus 3, so plus 1 factorial. Down here k is nothing but n plus 2, n plus 2 factorial. Also k minus 2 is nothing but n factorial. So they kind of switch places right here. So this is n factorial. And then we are going to get, okay, this is going to give us 2 to the, okay, if we get 4k, this is going to give us 4n plus 8 minus 2, giving us 6 right here actually. And there's one last thing we can actually do. So if we take a look at 2 squared, okay, we all know that 2 squared is nothing but 4. Meaning in this case, 2 to the 4n plus 6 power is nothing but 2 to the 4n plus 6 power is nothing but, we can factor out a square actually here. So with 2 up here, this is nothing but 2 to the 2 times 2n plus 3. Meaning this is going to give us 4 to the 2n plus 3 power. Okay, so we can actually get rid of this, ending up with 4 to the 2n plus 3. 2n plus 3 power. And this is it. This is our Taylor series expansion for our boy, the golden ratio. And you see, this was more of an improvised video because Who the fuck would have this Taylor series expansion in its head in a normal case? So yeah, stuff like this you should actually derive from scratch. This thing right here is actually pretty cool, and I hope I didn't make any mistakes. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and recommend channel if you like. If you want to support channel a bit more by those teachers I create in a normal case, click on those quarrel questions I post from time to time. Support the channel on Patreon, and up until the next video, have I don't know why they lie here, but have a metal thingy day. Those are some weird metal thingies. See ya. Oh goodness, I dropped it.